Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome back. I'm Kelly Caleb. Nice to meet you. And I wanted to talk a little bit to you guys today about just following your dreams and knowing your life purpose. Because when you know your life purpose, when you have things to work towards, you're motivated. You want to do things. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what that might be, so you might have to try a lot of different things, right? I've got lots of dreams, lots of goals. I want to publish more books. I want to finish some collaborations that I've been working on for a very long time. I want to help others, but I have to do it in very specific ways. We all have goals to set. The gold standard to set a goal is SMART goals, right? So SMART. So that stands for S is specific. It's not enough to say, I want to write a book, right? I have to say, what type of book I want to write. How long is the book going to be? When would I, what's the purpose? Who am I going to write with? Am I going to do it, by myself? All of those things. So you have to be specific if you set a goal. So if you're someone who likes to write like me, your goal might be, I will write one scene this week, right? Or I will write 30 minutes a day, or things like that. So that you're setting a very specific goal that you want to work on. It needs to be measurable. So the M stands for measurable. So I have to be able to measure whether or not I've achieved my goal. If there's no way to measure it, then it's not a very good set goal, right? If you want to run the fastest mile ever, then you need to know what is the fastest mile, and if you run it faster than that, then you made it. So it's measurable. The A stands for achievable. So it has to be something that you are able to achieve. Now, I think most people can achieve just about everything. However, if you're born in France, you're not going to be able to become president of the United States. Okay, so that's not attainable because we have a rule that you have to be born in the United States to be president. I think. If I'm mistaken, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure we covered that during the whole Obama election. So, and he's born in Hawaii, just FYI. R is relevant. Relevant means it applies to you. Don't set a goal that is for someone else, right? We want goals that are relevant to you. I don't want to be an NBA star. I'm not that good at basketball. It's not fun for me. It wouldn't be a relevant goal. So for me, something like I want to publish my next book, that's a relevant goal. I want to finish a book. I want to finish a chapter. My amazing friend Serena, shout out to Serena, hi, has been putting up with me for 20 years as a co-writer in a story that I have not yet completed, but we're making progress slowly but surely. Give me another year. Maybe this is the year, right? But if I want to achieve that, it needs to be relevant to me. It needs to be something that I want to do. I don't want to live out my parents' goals. I don't want to live out anyone else's goals for me except mine. That doesn't mean you can't inspire others. That doesn't mean that they can't give you an idea and you'd be like, oh my God, that's a great goal for me, right? It just means that it has to be relevant for you. Otherwise, you're not going to be motivated to work on it. And then the last one, the T stands for time bound, right? We have to have a deadline. Saying I want to do this someday is not a goal. It's just a dream. There's nothing wrong with dreams. But the way we turn dreams into goals is we give them this outline of being specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. We give ourselves an end date. And that's super important. If you're not excited about your goals, then they're not really your goals. There's somebody else's, or there's something that you have to do. You want to be excited about your goals. Now, your goal might be, I want to run the fastest mile. And then part of that goal might be I'm going to get up every morning at 6 o'clock and run and run and run and run for 30 minutes a day. That part of it might not be fun, right? All the specific steps in goal setting might not be fun, but the outcome and the reward should be something that motivates you. I can get up, you know, every morning at 6 and run if my goal is to be the fastest runner on the planet. You know, if I want to Usain Bolt it, you know. I'm motivated to work on writing because I enjoy it. And so taking some time out of my day to think through a plot line or a character sketch or where is this going to go is really fun for me. So it's not something that I'm going to avoid. And procrastination is a big problem for people with goal setting. So whether you want to be a photographer, whether you just want to be more comfortable in social settings, whether you want to engage socially a little bit more so you're not feeling so isolated, all of those things we can procrastinate on when we lose track of the reward at the end and we're just focused on the difficulty that we're facing, right? But we can overcome just about any obstacle if the reward and the goal are important enough to us. We've got to reward ourselves, right? So I will do maybe 30 minutes of writing and then reward myself with a YouTube video because I love YouTube videos. I won't tell you about what, all sorts of things. But you need to give yourselves little rewards and big rewards, and they need to not counteract your goal, right? If my reward is weight loss, then rewarding myself with a hot fudge sundae is counterproductive to my goal. But if my goal is weight loss and when I hit my next goal, I can then wear an outfit that I haven't worn for a while, or I can go buy a new shirt, even if it's, you know, just something very simple or cheap from, you know, some of my favorite stores, you know, Ross, Goodwill, like all the thrift stores. But we've got to come up with rewards to motivate ourselves to get through whatever it is that we're going to do. You know, if it's house cleaning, I love to have a clean house. I don't necessarily enjoy the process. So I'll put my headphones on, I'll jam to some music, and I'll do 15, 20 minutes of house cleaning. And then if I still have more time or more energy left, then I'll do some more. And then for me, the reward is just going, that's done for house cleaning, right? But for other things, I need more of a reward. Sometimes I need that YouTube video. So sometimes I'll set myself up. There's a great tool that I recommend for people with parenting, and I learned it from the Positive Parenting Skills group. It's called When Then, right? It's just simply cause and effect. When I'm done with this, then I get to do that. When I go to work for 2 weeks, they give me a paycheck. Thank you, right? When I go for a walk, then I get healthier. When I stretch, then I'm more flexible. It's cause and effect. When I get this done, then I can do that. It's great with kids. When your room is clean and your family contributions are done, then you get to have your phone and your electronics. If they have access to that all the time, then what's the motivation? Why would I do that? If I get paid without going to work, why would I go to work, right? So it's just something to keep in mind for yourselves. You know, you guys are a bunch of talented, amazing people. You're here on this planet. We're all here together for a purpose. And I want you guys to follow your dreams, follow your purpose, know that you are important. I don't care, you know, what you're doing. You have inherent worth. Now, you get to use that worth and that potential to make your lives better and the lives of the people around you better. Or you can use it, you know, to do nothing, to squander the time you've got on the planet, to not help each other. So I encourage everybody to fulfill your dream, fulfill your purpose. Doesn't mean you can't play video games. Doesn't mean you can't have downtime. Doesn't mean you can't go watch YouTube. Please come watch YouTube because I'm on YouTube, right? But I also want you to feel like you're making progress towards your goals so life doesn't become meaningless, and you don't get too caught up in your own depression or anxiety or whatever else might be going on. We've got to have purpose. We've got to have things that inspire us. And so, if there's things that inspire you and hobbies that you're working towards and goals that you're doing, whatever it is, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. I always reply to everybody's comments. And also, in addition, my email is always listed underneath. I'm happy to get emails from people. I hope that you guys have a great week. I hope that you move towards your dreams, following your dreams and your purpose, and that you achieve your goals. Stay safe. Bye.